All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I'm trying to come. X3. 218. Chop. Get it.
Play action. It's Greer. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hit it.
On play action, Greer to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Matchbox light. Hey, high 7.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Right there, 54. Right.
You draw quarters.
Pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo.
Check. Watch 54. It's just me and you. It's just
Leo.
Why? Get wide.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
59.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw from his end zone, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. To throw from his end zone. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Penny hit and the ball is jarred free. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West.
On 2nd and 9, Greer. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Greer. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. He couldn't get the hook up there. That time with Thomas.
They'll take over 1st and 10. Their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now it's the backup Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rashad Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
A gain of 12.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. from the shotgun. Wilson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down now, it's Collins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. To throw from his end zone. Wilson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check, 59. You better be afraid of me.
This is Penny. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Myers' kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by Penny. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's it, baby. That's it.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And Myers able to knock it through. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun again to Penny. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
25.
They go play action with Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just
confused.
off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Move 15. 59. That's it.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. Oh, heck of. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 30 on second down, Newton flush to his right, taking a shot for Samuel. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, Carolina! Torrey Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Check back. Single.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Penny on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and a couple. Newton looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Olsen over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Newton. Smith catches left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Seahawks, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis,